Hey everybody, welcome to part 3 of building Aeslung. Now I know there's really no cool cinematic video intros or anything like that, but the reason being is this video is extremely long considering my typical length. But without further ado, I hope you enjoy episode 3 of building Aeslung. Let's jump straight on into it. Okay, so to begin episode 3, I wanted to thank everybody for being amazing as always, because this channel continues to grow and it's all because of each and every one of you. So thanks for being here, thanks for being awesome, and thanks for supporting the channel. But now let's move on to Aeslung. This episode encompasses the building of some second level housing, a shop, and the Adventurers Guild. As you can see, the materials used are slightly different on the second level because I wanted each level or tier closer to the palace to have a greater wealth and or influence, and for the architecture and style to match that. Now with that in mind, I really tried to push my comfort level in building to try out some different techniques and styles with both exterior and interior decorating. And the result of leaving my building bubble is actually very beneficial, and I think you will really enjoy the outcome. This particular level will have a lot of lore, and as stated in my previous video, will have a little hidden entrance to the Thieves Guild sewer system. But I won't talk your ears off anymore. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the time lapse, and I'll see you again for the walkthrough. Okay, so here we are at the first level, and we're going to move on up to the second. You've already seen this. But as you can see here, the architectural styles change. It's not as cluttered, it's not as busy, but it's still looking very, very good. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a right down on this path and move straight on into the first building. But I wanted to show you this little thing in the back here. So as always, we're going to have a little bit of storage, a little place where people can put their, or where businesses or housing can put their extra food and whatnot. I love the way it's set up. It's very cramped in that one section, but it looks really, really good. So let's go into this first house. And as you can see, it's very homely. It's very, very cozy. I like it. I like building smaller houses. I like building large things, but smaller houses is a challenge for me. And I think I'm getting better at it. And I really tried to work on the interior decorating, as you can see, not just have it so basic and not just have it, how I've always done it, and kind of try to do my best, but it ends up coming out really bad. I think this one came out a lot better. So we're going to go into the first bedroom here on the right hand side, and as you can see, we just have some basic drawers, a bed, a nightstand, and a lit candle, and it's very dim. I use an invisible light block to make it give it that moody setting, and I really like it. Now this room's a little bit larger. As you can see, it's more of a square instead of a rectangle. And we have a map up on the wall, which is really, really cool. And if we go through here, we have the actual closet itself. Now, I do want to make this perfectly clear. I am using the Conquest Reforged mod pack, but I am also using the Artcraft plugin, which adds a bunch of extra decorations and things like that from the Lord of the Rings, their Lord of the Rings pack. So that's where you'll see like maps and like some decorations that you would not see otherwise on the Conquest Reforged pack. That is why it's the Artcraft overlay with this, and they work together really, really well. So this is going to be a shop, and it's called the Sheepish Wolf. Don't mess up the name. And you can see here, it's just a small little shop, but I really, really like it. I definitely tried to go for a Skyrim feel once again with this, and I think it came out really great. We have an awesome, gorgeous looking fireplace. We have this epic painting up on the wall. I mean, absolutely cool looking. And then we have the actual shop area. So we're going to have a chest, which will contain some items, and of course a lore book in regards to the shop's history. And we just have a small little counter. He sells meats, cheese, various items, maybe some baskets or some broken arrows, or who knows. I mean, it's a shop. He could sell anything that the player sells to him, right? So we're going to go out the back here, and we are going to move into this little back alleyway. Now, it looks pretty inconspicuous enough, right? Okay, well, this is where we're going to have the really cool entrance to the Thieves Guild for the second level. You go through here. These doors, I'm only going to have them in regards to the Thieves Guild all throughout this world. So anytime you see that door, you're knowing you're going to be in a part of the Thieves Guild secret area or some kind of something spread across this world. I will never use those doors for anything else. See, and I like the little trellis I put here, filled it with some vegetation and flowers. I think it looks really, really cool. Here we're going to have, this is just a basic residence, and I love the way it came out. It's very spacious, and I tried to, fill up the inside, not leave too much empty space, but I really like the way it came around. They have plenty of bookcases that, as I said, as we go up through the tiers and levels of Aeslung, we're running into more educated individuals with influence of the city and things like that. And I just really wanted to showcase that here. And this is like a small kitchen area. It's not a heavy duty kitchen. They would probably just purchase food, essentially go to like the restaurant of the day and get their food because they're wealthy enough to be able to do that and not have to purchase their food or, cook their food all the time. But see, we go in here, it's a basic little bunk bed, a little chest here. Nothing fancy in this room, but I like the way it came out. It's simple, but elegant. And we're going to go through this little hallway here. And we have a beautiful plant. It's actually a legume plant. Don't tell anybody. And we're going to have this little area here. It's almost like a small study before we go into this smaller bedroom right here. And see, once again, it's smaller, but I like it. It has a bed. It has a nightstand. It has, a wardrobe. It has all the good stuff. And you can leave it and go on out. And that's exactly what we're going to do. I just love this house. I love the curtains right there. Everything about it is just really, really cool. So what we're going to do here is now we're going to go through this little building here, and this is just simply for decorative purposes. I didn't have to have it, but I like it. And as you can see right here, this is the Adventurers Guild. I tried to make it really awesome and epic looking. There's going to be builds that are way cooler than this, but I think this was a really cool start. You can see the dragon's head, that's like the marker of the guild. and it's a stern gargoyle head, but it's the dragon. So as we go in, you're gonna see it's very, very busy. Lots of books, encyclopedias, scrolls documenting tales and adventures of the greatest of the guild and those who are up and coming, and books so like the weakness and strengths of certain beasts or animals, or even like epic human NPCs. Their information would be here. So you can see here we're actually going to have like a little planning room, and you see the map right here to our right, but we got some really cool decoration, and here's the map. See, so they're planning the next epic quest, right? And whenever we release all this, there will be an NPC here that will give you quests in this building. So if you ever want to go on a quest, go here and you'll be able to fulfill it in the game. So once again, we're kind of on the other side of the U. You can see that view. It's absolutely beautiful. And we're going to just go on here, and you can see once again books, paintings, gold, everything is involved in this build, and I absolutely love it. I really wanted to take my time and give it as much detail as possible without overdoing it. I either do too little or too much, and that's typically how it goes. And I wanted to fill it up with paintings and just really cool decorations to showcase that this guild has been around for a long time. They have a lot of experience, and they are just full of epic, awesome warriors, and that's it. So I'm really pumped about that. I think it's awesome, and I think it really looks cool. We're going to go here on this left-hand side room. Now, this is going to be where the guy gives you quests, okay? You're going to want to come up here. He's going to be hanging out, doing some studying, writing some books, maybe some memoirs, things like that. And that's where he's going to give you your quests in this room. Now, we're going to go over across the way to this room, and this is also a study area, not necessarily an office or where someone would stay as a leader of the guild, but more of a just a small study space, right? And we're going to push on through and keep going through here. So like I said, there's plenty of like little small chests that you would donate coin to, pay your percentage to the guild, for taking the quest on and everything like that. And here we just kind of have a relaxation room, some place for people to just kind of hang out and, chill, relax, decompress after a long, hard, journey. And of course the balcony, which I didn't have the balcony there originally, but then when I added it, I was like, I had to do it. Right. So that's that. And I haven't finished this section yet, so just kind of ignore the, the unfinished parts, but we're going to go through the tower here, and this is going to lead to the third tier of the city, and I love the way this looks. We still got plenty of building, but it's looking epic so far. I extended that pathway, and all around the city we're going to have that pathway where the guards can run all around the areas and be able to handle it. But this is Aeslung so far. I love the way it's all settling in. I love the way it's being built. I mean, I'm ecstatic over this, and I am super pumped about it, and I think it's going to be an absolutely epic city. And of course, all in all, I hope you're excited as well. But if you haven't already, that'd be awesome if you could subscribe to the channel if you like this content, you like the video, you like the project. You can also follow me on Twitter and Twitch. I do all of that now, so I'll have those links down below and on the screen if I can figure it out in the editing process. But thank y'all once again for tuning in. I hope you have a wonderful day, happy gaming, and I'll see you next time for episode 4.